You're listening to the Traffic and Conversion Show. I'm your host, Michelle Fernandez, and today we are decoding the data to unlock the power of your marketing metrics so you can optimize and scale your revenue. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. It is tax day here in the US, and it got me thinking, what am I looking at when I look at my monthly profit and loss statement? Well, the first number I look at is my profit, because when I started focusing on the profit, everything else changed, right? So that's the first number. Then I am looking at my expenses with the lens of how might I reduce those, right? And what am I no longer using? Or will this expense continue for the next month or how many months, right? Or is this expense actually making me money? Then I am looking at what my revenue is. So, what is my revenue this month versus last month? And what is my revenue this year, like this month, this year versus this month last year, right? And then lastly, I put aside money for the taxes so there is no big surprise come tax day. So, are you doing the same things or maybe some version of it? Well, how about your marketing metrics? How often are you looking at those numbers? Are you even looking at them? Do you know what those numbers mean, right? Or do you even know what numbers to look at and then know what they mean, right? And what do you do about them? What is going to make the difference to change the outcome? Or are you running blind, right? Just rinsing and repeating because you're really unsure. And the gurus have told you, don't give up, like, right? Don't give up after those 1 to 2 or 12 tries. Keep going, and eventually you'll get the results that you want. Well, what I have discovered is that when I'm looking at my profit and loss statement, all the marketing is going to help these numbers improve, right? So sometimes I find businesses don't look at their marketing numbers. They're just doing, and like rinsing and repeating, like I was saying. And then they're like, wait a minute, why isn't my profit going up? Why isn't my revenue going up? Or why is my revenue going up, but then my profit is declining? Because your expenses are going up, right? So, do you ever wonder why some businesses seem to like effortlessly attract and retain customers, why others are struggling to get their message even heard? Well, the secret often lies in your numbers. So, tracking your marketing metrics is not just about having the data, it's really understanding the story behind the data. It's the difference between flying blind and navigating with a clear map, right? Like no fog in the skies, you could see the clear roads ahead of you. Now, this is what the gurus are not telling you, right? Right. They're telling you to rinse and repeat and do that and do it. Keep going. Don't give up on yourself, right? We got to do it. What they're not really diving deep into, and that is in between each time you do it. And yes, this could be either a live launch or this could be evergreen campaigns because it's all launching, right? You need to look at your numbers and make some changes in order to test for the next time. So, I recently just started an all-in-one marketing platform, and it's called OptimaFunnels. So it's all about running your funnels, your websites, your emails, all the things. And the reason I did this and I named it OptimaFunnels is because the name of the game is optimization, to optimize. So we have a slogan here and it's called optimize to monetize. And what we're doing is looking at the numbers, not only of seeing what those numbers are, seeing then, let's just say your funnels, what is the design or what is the flow that we know converts. And that's what we're doing. And we're getting that to test and tweak each time. So anytime I bring up the word numbers, there's always one, if not 10 people in the room that really start to sweat because they're like, oh, I hate numbers, or numbers freak me out, or I don't want to come to know or come to the reality or face what I know the reality in my business is, right? They know that the revenue is down, they know that the profit is down, and they're ignoring it, hoping that it'll magically get better. Now, here's the thing. Nothing just magically is going to happen, okay? You gotta actually make it happen. And it starts with looking at your numbers, knowing them, and knowing what to do about them in order to take action, okay? So if you're asking yourself, well, wait, how do I know which metrics I should be looking at? Well, I got you. So, to help you identify which metrics matter most, start with your business goals. So, are you looking to increase brand awareness, boost your sales, or improve customer loyalty? Now, your goals will determine your key metrics. So, just keep in mind that not all data is created equal. So, focus on what aligns with your objectives. So, I might tell you which metrics matter most in my business. However, your business might be different. So, for example, maybe you're not doing a webinar, right? And maybe I am, right? So, maybe you're using sales calls to close your sales. And you might even have certain parts of your sales mechanism that is dialed in. So, even if we are both running webinars, your main metric will be registrations, and mine might be the show up rate. Okay. So understanding your marketing numbers means recognizing the journey that your customers take from the moment they become aware of your brand to the point where they become these loyal advocates. Okay. So let's navigate through this journey stage by stage, pinpointing the key metrics that will guide your strategy at each turn. Okay. So in the awareness stage, it's all about visibility. So impressions and reach really tell how widely your content or your ads are being displayed and who's actually seeing them. But it doesn't stop there. Because now we're going to look to, okay, click through rate, or you might have heard that referred to as CTR. This is going to measure how compelling our content is, indicating the percentage of users who are actually seeing the content and are clicking through. Okay. So then we're moving on to the engagement rate, because that's important. This goes deeper into looking at how users interact with the content. So are they sticking around, or are they bouncing off? Are they commenting in, right? Are they interacting in some way? So each metric provides a piece of the puzzle, showing us how well we're grabbing the attention in a crowded digital space. Then, as we move into the interest or consideration stage, our focus then shifts to website visits, page views, and really the time spent on the page. Now, these metrics give us insight into the quality of traffic that we're drawing. So, our visitors like engage and interested enough to explore through? Are they scrolling like deep, right? Deep down on your pages and clicking on all the things? They're actually submitting on some forms, if you will, like they're signing up or opting into certain thing, and really taking this further, revealing how our content is resonating and whether it's compelling enough to encourage action, like that signing up for more information or downloading some resources. Okay. Then at the crucial decision stage, it's all about the conversion. So, are they adding to cart? And checkout initiation rates show us really how many people are poised or in a position to purchase, right? But then there's also the abandoned cart. So this is a clear signal of lost opportunities, right? It's like they had everything in the cart and then, oops, they never entered their credit card information or clicked that checkout button. So here, the conversion rate is king. So it's going to tell us the percentage of users who cross the finish line, right? And then make that purchase. So in this stage, you also have the customer acquisition costs. So these metrics highlight the efficiency and sustainability of our marketing efforts in turning prospects into those paying customers. And then we're going to be turning them from strangers to customers. And now you have your raving fans, right? This is where loyalty is born. So consumer retention rate and repeat purchase rate show us how well we are actually retaining or keeping our customers coming back for more. So there's also a couple of other scores that not many people use. However, it might apply to your business, such as like your promoter score, right? Along with the referral rate, which you should be using that. Definitely. So these offer insight into customer satisfaction and the likelihood of them spreading the word. And then, of course, there's my all time favorite, the customer lifetime value, which is the total value a customer brings in over the lifetime that they're with you. So it's really the ultimate measure of how long term success is with your marketing efforts. Now, by tracking these metrics across each stage of the customer journey, we can really make informed decisions that not only attract, but also retain this loyal customer base. So each stage is offering these unique insights and opportunities to really refine and improve our marketing strategies for better traffic and higher conversions. But tracking your metrics could be a bit challenging. Like, I am not naive to that. Okay. Having to look at all the numbers, like in 50 million different places using all these different tools, is easy to get overwhelmed. Trust me, I've been there. And even with some of my clients, it's like they have all these things and all these things going on. And it's really hard to like kind of get a handle on on everything. Right. But what if I told you there was a way to simplify this process, keeping you more organized while saving a significant amount of money on using multiple tools, right? So we're talking tracking and analyzing these metrics really does not have to be a headache. Going back to OptimaFunnels, which is one of the reasons that I have decided to start this platform, because it's really designed for not just building your marketing funnels, but for also tracking those crucial metrics that really make every cent of your marketing dollars count. So just imagine having the power to visualize your customer's journey from awareness to loyalty and all the pivotal metrics that we discussed here earlier, all in one dashboard, right? So, really, we're talking about eliminating the need to juggle between the different platforms. So, if you've ever heard the term like tech stack, the tech stack really means is like, okay, I have, ConvertKit, then I have a Kajabi, then I have a ClickFunnels, right? And then I use these other tools, for all these different things. But providing a unified view of your marketing performance, it's not only about convenience, it's really about efficiency, really centralizing the data that you can quickly identify what's working and what's not, allowing for faster decision making and really strategic adjustments. So, whether it's tracking those click through rates or monitoring conversion rates or really understanding your customer lifetime value, OptimaFunnels really brings all the capabilities into one accessible, user friendly interface. Okay, so one of the things that I definitely wanted to kind of talk about here is that instead of spreading all your resources, right? Because resources are finite. Is that the right word that I'm looking for? Where it's like we have only certain amount of resources. And remember, the first number that I look at is profit. That should be the first number that you look at too. And I will tell you, over the past couple of years, I've been so focused on how much revenue I'm bringing in that the profitability was not always there. Okay. If I'm being totally transparent here, sometimes it was like 1%, right? Sometimes it might have been 20%, right? But there was no consistency in the profitability. And when I started focusing just on the profitability, not only am I consistent, but it slowly rises. All right. And that's because like I said, I look at profit first and expenses second. So resources, like I said, are such like a finite thing that when I'm looking at what am I spending my money on, do I really need this? And then are these expenses actually making me money? This is the reason, one of the reasons why I started OptimaFunnels, because when you spread your resources thin across multiple tools, and now you're risking like these data silos, right? Or even just you have these silos of different tools that you're using that it's hard to track. Why not just streamline the process, right? It's time to really make that every cent of your marketing budget work harder for you with clarity and strategy that only a unified platform can provide. Okay. So now that you're armed with an understanding of the essential metrics at each state of the customer journey and really the knowledge of how Optima Funnels can simplify the tracking process, what's really cool is the metrics are there. And when I say there, it's like when you're looking at your funnel, you know exactly how your funnel is performing. In an automation, you can see who's clicking, who's opening, who's bounced on those emails, all that good stuff. And I know that there are so many platforms where the metrics might be there somewhere, right? But it's like, where do you find them? They don't give you all the information that you really need to make data driven decisions. I know that I have a lot of clients that were or are currently on Kajabi. And then they're like, Michelle, can you help me figure out like, if what the conversion rate is on my webinar landing page? And I'm like, nope, because I can't see them, right? Or can you make sure that I have this sort of tracking conversion on here? So my Facebook ads, and then I could see exactly how many leads I'm coming in from here. I'm like, well, you need to upgrade your plan to this so you can enter in a certain code. Okay. So these are types of things where we think we have it all, but do we really? Right. So this will allow you to really focus on what really matters and understanding your customers and refining your strategies to really meet their needs and their expectations, right? So as you venture forward, remember that the power of your marketing efforts lies not just in the creativity of your campaigns, but it lies within the clarity of your data analysis. So, with tools like an Optima Funnels, making every cent of your marketing budget really count becomes not just a goal, but a tangible, achievable reality. Remember, your marketing metrics are more than just numbers. They are literally the pulse of your business. And by understanding and acting on these numbers, you can really steer your business towards greater success. So each month, when you're looking at that P&L, you will know that you actually took the necessary actions to increase the revenue and decrease expenses to increase your profitability. All right. Check out OptimaFunnels at optimafunnels.com to learn more. And if you have any questions, just slide into my DMs at the Michelle Fernandez. And trust me, you will not regret it. It's time to optimize to monetize. I appreciate you so much for being here with me today. Until next time, let's grow your business together.